Now, if hot flashes and night sweats seem to be a fact of life in the summer, it may be more than just the heat. It could be a hormone imbalance. Here to explain are Dr. Nathan Vitaro and Sue Carroll from LifeGuard Clinic. It's good to see you both. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
First, tell us about LifeGuard Clinic.
Yeah, so the LifeGuard Clinic is a health and wellness clinic. We focus on investigating the cause of people's health conditions, and we work to restore their health and keep them healthy.
Very important. People need to be on top of that. Now, hormones is a big part of what you do. Tell us more about that.
It is. Hormones. I love talking about hormones. So hormones are basically little chemical messengers in the body, and they control a number of physiological processes. And for women specifically, it's important because it controls the menstrual cycle. So some hormones control the menstrual cycle. As women age, these hormones decline rapidly. And so the symptoms, the dreaded symptoms of menopause and perimenopause ensue. And those can include moodiness, irritability.
The 7 hormonal dwarves.
Right. Decreased sex drive. And of course, hot flashes, night sweats.
Yeah, and it seems like, you know, maybe women write it off to, I don't know, it's the summertime, like I turn down the air more, but you don't have to suffer with night sweats and hot flashes.
You don't, but you know what's funny about that is many women will tell me that their hot flashes intensify in the summertime. So we know that the external heat is a factor, but it's not the cause necessarily. It's the fall in hormones, like I talked about before. It's the lack of estrogen that causes these surges of heat.
I understand. So a lot of people get worried about that. So there's things that you can do.
Absolutely. We have a lot of success using bioidentical hormone therapy.
And so you have kind of a kit that people can do. Well, you have both. You have how you can test it and what kind of ways to administer it.
That's correct.
Tell us about that.
So there's different ways that you can test for hormones, and it can be tested in urine, blood, or saliva. We predominantly use saliva or blood in our practice. And so this is a little saliva kit. It comes with everything you need in the box, and you actually do the kit at home. And you have to collect 4 samples. You put the saliva in these little tubes, and then you ship everything off in this box that comes with a label and everything on it. And then if we prescribe hormones for you, often it comes in a little device like this, which is called a Topi Click. And you just turn it, and the cream comes out the top, and you either rub it on the top of your arm or the insides of your upper legs.
I see. So it's fairly simple. You send off the labs, you know what you need, and you start taking it. Will you see results right away when you start taking these topical
Actually,
treatments?
most women experience a reduction in hot flashes within about 2 weeks, sometimes sooner. And so the most important thing about using hormones is that we try to balance the hormones as much as possible. And so the actual hormone prescription itself is customized to the individual.
And I know you probably get questions from your patients about the safety of using hormones, right?
Sure. So there's a lot of misinformation, I think, that's been out there about hormones. We personally only use bioidentical hormones, and that's important because bioidentical hormones come from natural plant sources, wild yam, soy. But then they're altered to match exactly what your body produces. So it's exactly the same chemical structure as your own hormones. The other thing with safety is that we want to try to promote, again, balance as much as possible. We never want to overrun the body with any one given hormone. So we end up maximizing the benefit while minimizing the risk.
And then do people come in, do your patients come in and just get checked every now and then to see where their levels are? Or?
Yeah, oftentimes they'll start out, we do a baseline test to see where they're at, and then anywhere from 6 months to a year, depending. Some people test a little sooner if they're having, if they're struggling a little bit.
Perfect. Well, we looked at those 7 dwarves, all those, where so many people I'm sure come in and say, yeah, I have this and I have this, and there's something you can do about it now. And you have a special offer. So if somebody is watching right now and they want to get on top of this, especially with the summer coming, tell us about that.
We're offering a free hormone consult to the first 25 callers. It also includes a health assessment and $50 off your second visit with us.
Very nice. So you can get started right away.
Absolutely.
And that frees out everybody in the house and
Right, while it's heating up, it's time to get your hormones checked.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for
Good
having me.
information. So if you would like more, of course, about LifeGuard Clinic, you can visit them online at lifeguardclinic.com, or you can always call the number you see right there on your screen.